men stuff right
real,
there.
Man.
Real men stuff.
No, man, because you don't know how this shit came together.
That's right. That's right.
You said you dropped the whisper on me.
Calvin, listen to me. What do you think that was going on in the corner? Was there too many voices in the corner?
No, it was a big misunderstanding.
Okay.
Tank was trying to explain what was going on with the half, and Calvin.
Like we see many boxers do after their first career loss or draw, Gervonta Davis has just fired his coach, blaming him as the main reason for his performance against Roach. Now, Calvin Ford on a live video got emotional and broke down after recounting how much sacrifices he made for Tank and how little he has been rewarded for his help. The pair have been together for over a decade, and the coach feels Tank has been unfair to him.
I was gone, and he came to me and said, "Yo, we got to do such." See,
It's
hold
okay.
it back.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. That's real.
While Tank believed he would have Ford by his side on March 1st, the veteran coach had his own reasons to not coach Davis for this particular fight. And now, following the possibility of having his draw against Roach overturned to a loss, Calvin Ford has been dropped out of the team. You see, for long, fans were used to the familiar sight of Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis. It was like Mike Tyson and Cus D'Amato. And if you compare recent examples, Canelo and Eddie Reynoso, or even Pacquiao Roach for that matter. That's how the triumvirate of Gervonta Davis, Calvin Ford, and Kenny Ellis resonated with fans, but watching Barry Hunter accompanying Davis was not the sight fans wanted to have.
So everything is good with Calvin because it's the first time he's not the head trainer in a while.
Yeah, for sure. Calvin, again, I said Calvin's pops.
One wonders what might have caused the rejig. Speaking with Fight Hub TV, Calvin Ford shed some light on the matter. Davis fought his second PBC Amazon Prime Video PPV card. And apart from the headliner, the show at the Barclays features a slew of exciting fights, including 2 light welterweight title clashes. Like many, Ford anticipated a good fight and saw how Davis's training translated into the ring. With Tank coming from Baltimore and Roach from DC, he recalled the duo sparring a lot in the gym. He respected Roach's work ethic and felt that it was a great opportunity for him. Maybe people are misreading the situation. We ain't changing up anything, he said. He'd just taken a step back, but the training structure remained the same. The reporter made it clear that they're not implying a breakup or a falling out between Ford and Gervonta Davis.
You know what I mean? He will always be around. You know what I mean? So, that's pops, like I said. So
They just wanted to know whether the temporary separation made their bonds stronger, like when family members spend time apart and then appreciate each other more when they reunite. No, he came to see me dead, slow down and worrying about you because boom, he knows that I spend time with my amateurs. You know me, both of y'all know me very well. I spend time with my amateurs all the time. That's my piece, replied Coach Ford, even though he wasn't directly training Tank. Knowing where he was and that he was training gave him a sense of reassurance. He acknowledged that being away from Davis allowed them both to appreciate their bond. When he returned to the gym, Ford could tell the lightweight champion missed him, just like he missed the latter. A similar kind of reassurance came from Barry Hunter too.
Always be near. It's, without me, without Calvin, it wouldn't be no me. You know what I mean? Because at first, when I came into the
Calvin will be there, Coach Barry will be there, Coach Boogie will be there, and Kenny will be there as well, he said during an interview. While Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis won't be in Tank's corner, he and other coaches will still be there. Implying it's not a major issue, Hunter wanted to remind us that this isn't the first time changes in Tank's corner occurred. Hunter had been involved with Tank since his amateur days and early career. He is not new to Tank's team. Like Ford, he also noted that the internet often spreads misinformation and people make assumptions without knowing the full story. He emphasized that Tank is like family, so fans stayed assured that it looks like a temporary shakeup that may revert back to the old format when Gervonta Davis returns after a few months.
At DC, they call me Mo. Calvin is Calvin. You know what I mean? I got Calvin.
While it was announced recently that there's been a split between the trainer and Gervonta Davis after over a decade together, as Coach Calvin Ford has confirmed the news, there were several external factors that contributed to this. Probably because of his training camp activities or just out of his unwillingness to talk about the situation, Gervonta Davis has been silent on these matters ever since it was rumored until now.
just did. We got off the canvas one. It ain't about the dub with me. It's about do you got that will.
In breaking his silence, the narrative changed a little bit, and now it's no longer just because of Calvin Ford's offense, but because of an issue involving Leonard Ellerby. It was revealed that ever since Leonard Ellerby left Mayweather Promotions, he didn't have to stay on the fence anymore between Gervonta Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather Jr. In the aftermath of his sack, he's been pouring all of his attention on Gervonta Davis, and as much as Leonard Ellerby is being helpful, Calvin Ford feels many of Gervonta Davis's bad decisions can be traced back to Leonard Ellerby.
Yeah, he already seen it.
He said, I can't
That's
get
the
hit
difference.
no more.
And Tank was holding the conversation. Tank said, yo, I'm about Tank can't, every fight Tank come and tell me, I'm going to knock him out.
Hence, Calvin Ford hasn't been so fine with the relentless company of Leonard Ellerby. Earlier, it was a team of Gervonta Davis, Calvin Ford, and Kenny Ellis. Even while they were under the Floyd Mayweather Promotions banner, they were just so inseparable that Floyd Mayweather Jr. had to respect their unity as well. However, since they left Mayweather Promotions and Leonard Ellerby joined them as well, their relationship has been threatened.
When I talk to him, I'm not talking to little Tank anymore. I'm talking to the grown man Tank. For being with him for so many years, it's amazing.
More so, Gervonta Davis has been making wrong career choices and he's been manipulated by Leonard Ellerby. This is what Tank Davis claims the belief of his trainers are. According to him, the whole of his camp is against his close association with Leonard Ellerby. To them, Leonard Ellerby is with whoever is profitable for him. He was with Floyd Mayweather when he saw what he could get from Floyd. When he stopped getting it from Floyd's fighters, he moved on with Tank Davis. And this is exactly what Gervonta Davis's team feels about Leonard Ellerby, except him. And it was this situation that forced him to eventually sack his coach, Calvin Ford. Ellerby presided over the company's growth during Floyd Mayweather's career. He helped promote some of the biggest fights, including Mayweather versus Pacquiao. He has also presided over Gervonta Davis's career, making him a PPV star. He also promoted Davis's fight with Frank Martin on Saturday after being sacked by Floyd Mayweather. Since Gervonta Davis separated from Mayweather Promotions in 2022, he has fought Rolly Romero, Hector Luis Garcia, Ryan Garcia, and Frank Martin, some of the finest names in the lightweight division. So, it's not very difficult to believe that leaving his former mentor was the best decision of his career, right? Well, at least boxing commentator Showbiz the Adult thinks so. In the past few months, Tank Davis has been feuding with Floyd Mayweather over social media, with either party taking digs at each other.
Davis saying it's a big fight. Right. And Tank's gonna get every last one of these guys y'all want him to get. You just can't get them all in one night.
Did you see what he tweeted at Shakur?
No, I did.
However, after Davis's latest fight against Martin and Leonard Ellerby leaving Mayweather Promotions, the boxing commentator explained why it was the best decision for Davis to leave Mayweather. Yesterday, the boxing commentator popular on YouTube for his take on everything boxing shared a short clip titled, "Tank Davis leaving Floyd was the best thing for his career." In hindsight, it might seem like Floyd Mayweather is the biggest name in the sport, so how could it be the best thing? To this, the commentator explained, Floyd thinks like money. So much has changed about Gervonta Davis, and we now finally understand when Calvin Ford, unknowingly foretelling what the future holds for him and Tank Davis before his fight against Frank Martin, after Gervonta Davis was absent during the media workout. Coach Calvin Ford was there to represent him and said certain things that have now bounced against him and are playing out between the two of them. Now we know why he said, watching him in camp, it scares me because of the things he's doing and his maturity when he gets in that ring. He'll hurt Frank Martin. I've seen him listen to a conversation, listen to what's going on, and he's really focused. Speaking to Fight Hype, Davis's coach Calvin Ford urged people not to read into the no-show too much.
Oh, watching them in camp, it scares me. You know what I'm saying? Because the things that he's doing and his maturity of,
I want to apologize to the fans, Ford said, killing the buzz that had built since the scheduled arrival started some 90 minutes earlier. He can't make it at this moment because he's been delayed, but he's going to make it up to y'all on fight night. Trust what I'm saying to y'all. Y'all want to see this performance that he's gonna put on to the fans. How long y'all been knowing Tank Man? I used to do the same thing y'all do. I stopped doing it. Let him just do what he does, because at the end of the day, that's what makes Tank. I don't know how his body is. You know, sometimes y'all gotta go to work. Do y'all feel like it all the time? We are getting ready to roll out to the world. Asked if he would make the press conference, Ford was optimistic.
A press conference. Let's look at history. Let's look at the stats.
For sure.
So, you know, again, but how many times y'all came here, y'all, he did, one time he did show up at one of them.
I've never seen Tank missing a press conference. Let's look at history. Let's look at the stats. Finally, Calvin Ford then warned Frank Martin on behalf of his absent fighter, Gervonta Davis, saying,
and for the fans, you know, due to conspiracy there's no concerns, you know.
No, we great.
Yeah.
We great. Trust me. Y'all want y'all guy to come out and put on that show for y'all. Trust me.
"We're back in business. We've been waiting for this for a while," Ford said of Davis's first fight back after 14 months. "We want to put on a great performance. We want to put on a great performance for the fans at the end of the day." Truly, Gervonta Davis has been scaring everyone, and it's not just Calvin Ford. Even Floyd Mayweather has tasted it. Unsurprisingly, their conflict has some things to do with Floyd Mayweather, which led to the beef that began surfacing between Gervonta Davis and Calvin Ford.
And I'm like, okay, I
Why would he like him? Why would he like him? He's a great fighter, but he's a horrible, horrible person.
Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis have a tumultuous relationship, and both are doing everything to get back at each other. The pair have a lot of friends as acquaintances in common, including Leonard Ellerby and Calvin Ford. For Floyd Mayweather Jr., he expected more loyalty from Leonard Ellerby, seeing how far they've come with each other, and how Leonard Ellerby only built a relationship with Gervonta Davis through Floyd Mayweather. However, once Leonard Ellerby tried to play mediating games between Floyd and Tank Davis, Floyd decided to cut him off, as he wanted him to pick sides.
So I'm sure that he ain't gonna change. He's gonna be who he is, and again, he don't bother me. I don't think 2 seconds about none of that, because he's not on my level.
Similarly, Tank Davis expects Calvin Ford's loyalty to be on his side, having had him as his trainer since the beginning of his career. However, while Calvin Ford didn't necessarily sit on the fence, Gervonta Davis expected more from him. To Gervonta Davis, Calvin Ford shouldn't be passive or euphemistic. Whenever the name of Floyd Mayweather was called, he expected him to display the level of uncensored derogation that characterized his own approach towards Floyd Mayweather. And once he didn't do that, Gervonta Davis decided to cut him off.
Fans watching this would be like, "Oh, why does Leonard feel this way?" Like, I've been covering the sport. I know the relationship, but they're going to be
History will tell you everything you need to know about him.
Following the release of the footage, Calvin Ford was forced to discuss the conflict between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis while he graced a virtual interview with Fight Hub TV, claiming Floyd Mayweather should be happy to sail with Gervonta Davis as he cruised to his 30th career victory in 30 fights.
He's going to be all right, man. Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end,
sadly, it's the other way around. He began, "Like I say, Tank is Tank, but at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. You should be supporting greatness. I always tell you that you should be supporting that."
At the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know.
He also claimed it was this kind of situation that revealed the true color of people, and this was the case with Floyd Mayweather. He said, "It's a rocky road where we see what's going on. Just pay attention. The story is going to reveal itself." But again, that's how a lot of people are. Somebody said that's the true colors of a person coming out, man.
No, it's a rocky road that we see what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to reveal itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn.
They can't stand, you know, comfortably. I don't like using that word, man, but our Lord knows, he knows, he concluded. As diplomatic as Calvin Ford sounded, his words did much damage to Floyd Mayweather, who wasn't having any more disrespect from Gervonta Tank Davis and his team. Afterwards, Davis's coaches then shared their thoughts about money. Calvin Ford revealed what went behind the scenes in a clip uploaded on his Instagram handle and spoke in the manner Tank had expected, but it was too late.
Jim, why? You want him to lose? That's the question. Do you want him to lose?
Now, as Davis continues to shine in the ring, his coaches are speaking out about Mayweather's actions and raising concerns over his decision to reportedly bar Davis from his training facility at such a critical time. Davis's trainer Calvin Ford, along with assistant coach Kenny Ellis, recently voiced their frustrations in a video shared on Ford's Instagram. Ellis didn't hold back, questioning Mayweather's motives. If Tank is like a son to Floyd, why would you put him out of the gym? Biggest fight of his career and you ban him. Why? Did you want him to lose? That's the question. Do you want him to lose? The tone was unmistakably frustrated as the coaches painted a picture of betrayal.
Sometimes people do things without thinking. You know, it's like the situation that we supposedly got put out the gym. We kept it quiet from Tank.
Ford echoed similar concerns, describing the emotional complexity of the relationship. He recounted a conversation with Mayweather where the boxing legend denied having blocked Davis from using the gym. However, both coaches remained adamant that Mayweather needed to be held accountable. Ellis went as far as to challenge the media to ask Mayweather directly about his motives. I would love for the media to ask him, what was on your mind when you put Tank out of the gym? Despite the tension, Ford also saw a silver lining.
We went shopping, hanging out, having fun. I got a phone call. No, I called.
Reflecting on the incident, he noted, it was a lesson within a lesson. What felt negative was actually positive. Tank worked harder and the results showed. That hard work paid off when Davis knocked out Ryan Garcia in the 7th round, securing his status as one of the sport's elite fighters. He shed light on Mayweather Jr. and Davis's emotional situation, and he called it a different type of beast. He continued, that dad coaching stuff, you get what I'm saying? It's emotions in it. You know, that situation, boy, it's heavy, you know?
Asked the question, he said, oh, hell no, that didn't happen. You know, so I let it go because I'm thinking somebody playing the game until we got back here. And then when we got back here, they said they couldn't let us in the gym.
The Baltimore coach then explained how he called Mayweather and questioned him about not allowing Tank in his gym. However, the undefeated boxer denied doing any such thing. Both the coaches put the accountability on Mayweather, and Ellis even said, I would love for the media to ask him what was on your mind when you put Tank out of the gym. We are from Baltimore, man. Any situation, we stay 10 toes down. The grind doesn't stop. However, Ford tried to see the positives. I recall that day vividly. It was a lesson within a lesson. It was not a negative experience. In fact, it was quite the opposite, as it helped them overcome significant obstacles. What they initially perceived as adverse was, in reality, beneficial. One must discern the light within the darkness, and we recognized it. It was indeed good, he wrote in the caption, and also said something similar in the video.
We from Baltimore, man. In any situation, we stand 10 toes down. The grind don't stop.
According to Ford, it allowed the 30-0 record holder to work a little harder, and the outcome was the 7th round KO of Kingery. Well, you see, they met back in 2015. 2 years after the younger boxer made his pro debut, Mayweather saw Davis during one of Adrian Bronner's training camps, and that's how the latter joined Mayweather Promotions. Mayweather and Davis worked closely together, with Mayweather aiming to mold Davis into a superstar. Their relationship was a very strong one, and they shared a mentor-protege bond. Ford today is known mostly for his contributions to Gervonta Davis's career, but he has done a lot more for his community. He co-founded the Upton Boxing Center with Kenny Ellis, creating a nurturing environment for aspiring boxers and helping them prepare for competitions like the USA Boxing and the Junior Olympics. Without him, many of those young individuals could have become another addition to the statistics.
So, big knockout for Tank, 30-0, 28 knockouts. What did you guys think of Tank's knockout tonight?
I think it was amazing, bro.
Instead, because of Ford's dedication to coaching, those individuals have become successful athletes, revitalizing the sport in Baltimore. All this was possible because of Ford's coaching philosophy, hard work, determination, and relentless pursuit of success. Interestingly, Ford's life story has also inspired the character Dennis Cuddy Wise in the acclaimed series The Wire, which illustrates his impact on and off the ring. However, his coaching philosophy is centered around fostering discipline and resilience, offering hope and structure to those in need.
Describe the knockout to me, because it looked so crazy on the video.
I do. I gotta see it. I gotta.
You didn't see it?
I've seen it, but you know, it's a lot going on.
Hold on, Lauren, you happen to have
His commitment to developing young talent and changing lives remains at the forefront of his coaching career, demonstrating the profound impact one individual can have on their community. When surrounded by adversity, being the beacon of hope is not everyone's cup of tea. However, for Calvin Ford, it's just another day at the office. And that's all for now. For the very best updates on news, moments, events, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with us by subscribing to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out